previously during the investigation.
Gonna hit you with my wrench. Gonna hit you with my wrench. And I'm gonna come and I'm gonna hit you with my wrench. That was not a tune at all. I ruined the jingle. The jingle dream is dead.
Agent Morgan, if you're so desperate, then why not smoke two at once?
Who's that old man?
That's Harry. Harry Stewart. One of the bigger problems around here. His father started up the lumber trade and founded this town. But he's a weird one, as I'm sure you can see. Always dressed like that, never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town. Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
Mr. Francis York Morgan. Haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
Nice to meet you too. How did you know my name?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, with each rain our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable, so sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any thought. It's all gibberish.
Emily here. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene. You can interview them where they found the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if you could take me there.
And finally, another chapter completed. Took much longer than the previous ones on account of the fact that we did a lot of side quests between this. Alright. Look at those numbers go up. All of the unpaid salary to make a total funds amount. Now we do want to save our game, obviously. Yes. For that country ham.
The body was found in the Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from here, and too far to walk.
A forest park?
It's the pride of the town. It has a beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
Oh, that does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
Progress. Anna's body is found by two children, two 6-year-old twins. Please be gentle with them, Agent York. How about you? Let's head over to Forest Park then. You're in charge now. However, though, I hate to disappoint them. I'm just going to do something quickly.
Agent Morgan, if I could just give you a friendly warning.
Are you really upset about me taking over the case? I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality. I just do things my way. I can take you off the case if you wish.
Stop it, you two. We need to solve this case, not bicker among ourselves.
Like that, we have gained 2 new party members. Da-ba-ba-ba-boo, beep bop, I guess. Trying that some chiptune thing or something. Regardless, we have a destination. We're gonna race along there. I recall it's kind of hard to get here without ruining your car or gas before you get there, though. Probably because I've already used part of my car up until this point. See, our gas isn't perfect, and neither is our car mileage. In fact, it's the same car I came here in. We're gonna talk a little bit, though.
Anna's body was discovered by the woodsman Jim Green, along with his 2 grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
What were they doing in the forest?
Just their daily routine. They found Anna's body during a morning walk.
So you've talked to them already?
Not officially. Not yet.
Not yet. Are you out of your mind? You haven't interviewed them yet?
Agent York, that tone is hardly appropriate. We were given orders to wait for you to arrive.
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Robert, is it? Good old Bob Abrams. I did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach?
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. We may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if you'd like.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
I just can't believe that the children had to witness the crime scene. They may be traumatized. You'd better do this carefully.
Don't tell me you get nervous talking to children, Emily.
Not at all. That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Just forget it.
Oh my. Alright, so let's just clear over here. Honestly, this is one of, not the furthest point they'll make you get away from one point of the game to the other, but one of the furthest. Especially since they give you a car that's already partially used for it. Yeah, I know which part I need to get to. I just need to drive forward for a little bit. I'm gonna stop by the gas station for 2 things. They'll let me bribe actually, no, they won't let me bribe the guy, because this is a chapter where they won't let you do side quests, apparently. Kinda surprising, to be honest, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Drive these hooligans up the wall for a second. Impress them with my amazing driving skills. I bet they're pretty impressed right now. Alright. Cross the bridge still. Could you use a potato as a spoon? Well, the answer to that is it depends what you're trying to use it as a spoon for. A potato could probably soak up some stuff, I'm assuming. It's just an assumption on my side, though. Can't say I'm too experienced in the manner of potatoes and spooning to let that be known, but I can imagine that it could work out. You could probably, like, make something attached to the potato. Or you could carve out the potato to make a spoon-like shape to hold something in it. Probably give the thing that you're holding a bit of a unique flavor, though, because obviously it's been saying a potato, but it'd be possible, but it wouldn't be able to be used for everything. It doesn't have the same firmness or the same, you know, things that, you know, a actual spoon uses. I mean, a potato might be able to soak up some stuff, though, because a potato is a carbohydrate, which means that, yeah, it probably could. I mean, that's also why I guess you put gravy and all that on potatoes or other sorts of sauces, because you can actually use that to add flavor to the actual potatoes. I bet I'm gonna, like, run out of gas right when I'm in front of where I need to be. I'm running a little bit dangerously low here. I'm living life on the edge, I guess. But we will be there. We're over halfway to our destination, so that counts for something. Thankfully, our health is okay. I don't think this is where I need to go, though. It's the gas I'm worried more about than anything. I don't even know what I'm right next to be honest, but I am determined to see if I can get there before I lose my 2 companions, my 2 collates. Despite the fact that we still have over 2,000 yards to go, my gas is dangerously going.
Agent Morgan, How much longer do you want to keep talking? Maybe we should cut the chit-chat and go get our official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
We're already in the forest park, you two. Shush. You're the ones who started talking to me, so shush. I didn't say anything. There we go. This should be the right path. Just gotta keep the way going. Rolling into the park. Our gas dangerously low. The only thing is, I'm not sure if anything gets... I mean, they bicker to you about being late and calling you rude if you're late to get in there, but I'm not sure if we're gonna be late to it, but I'm not sure if anything gets taken away or added to the cutscene if you get there in time. In fact, maybe it'd be more worthwhile to not make it, because if you don't make it, I notice that something gets added to the cutscene, but maybe there's an alternative out. I know there's an alternative if you do it incorrectly, but I'm not sure if there's any reward if you get there in time. Then again, I don't recall getting there in time, so I guess nothing ventured, nothing gained. If I can make it on time, then I'll do it. If I can't, then I won't. Simple as that. My expert driving skills at work here. Let's see, cross here. I think we're actually gonna make it. It's only like 500 yards away. Sure, we have some twists and turns, making it a bit more difficult, but... And we're not gonna be able to use the car after this, but hey, you know, whatever. Kind of a modern turn here. It's warning us it's dangerously close, but we made it, basically. Ow. Well, we haven't quite made it, but we've almost made it. Just a little bit more work to go. Ziggity zaggity zaggity doo. Into the goal with me and you.
Is this government land?
No, it's private. Owned by Harry.
This whole area?
That's right. I'm sure I mentioned that he owns pretty much the whole town.
He used the money left by his father to buy up most of the town. Many town residents live on his land.
Zach, did you hear that? This entire park. A rich man's personal playground. These country rich folk are amazing. It all looks very well kept, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me. And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
Well, you're doing a fine job.
Well, I used to be a tree surgeon.
And these two discovered the body?
Yes, my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
Zach, you see that? Twins. Just like in my dream. We gotta keep an eye on these two.
I'm sorry. Could we talk away from the boys? I want to help your investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me. These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to Anna.
That doesn't matter. You agree with me, right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold, even for the sake of investigation.
Children see things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
I never joke about matters like this.
Oh my God.
Don't worry. They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright there. Now then, Isaac, Isaiah, tell me, what did you find here?
Anna, she was so pretty. She had a red dress on. Her hair was shining. Bright gold hair. There were lots of animals around her. Squirrels, weasels, and a snake. A real snake!
We didn't know until then.
But we know now.
Anna was the fairy of the forest.
She was a goddess.
She smiled when she saw us.
She looked so happy.
That's right, Isaiah. She was a fairy. A goddess. I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Of course she is.
Yeah, of course.
Most useful information, boys. Well, Emily, you can take them now. Okay, Zach. This is where Anna's body was. And that means our unsub, our unknown subject, was here too. So, what happened here? Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Which means off to work we go. Picture time, though. Steam screenshot and go-go. Alright, let's take an investigation here. In fact, it's something immediately right in front of us. Zach, look! The depression on the grass. I think we have a clue. You got 2 bent pieces of grass. Bent grass can be rather suspicious. It means something bent it. We are going to profile it, but I'm going to see if I can skip it. Yes, you can. That's nice to know. I like to wait till the last thing here. Here's something here. Picture of a vest with holes. A picture of in a place like this? It's a picture of a picture. Picture of a vest with holes. Now that leads us to see more. We're going to profile for a second. We don't need to see it yet. Hello, George.
As you requested, we have permission to stay and look around as needed. But what are you planning on doing?
To examine the scene, of course. Basic Crime Investigation 101. We might uncover some further evidence.
My men have covered this already. I seriously doubt that there is anything else to find.
Well, then you and Emily can wait in the car if that's the case. But I'll take my time here.
Oh dear, oh my. Now, anything through here? Negatory. There is, however, though, a bird's nest. Let's pull out my gun, do what I must. Actually, this might be a trading card. Yes, it was. Of Anna Grom. Another one added to my collection, apparently. What's up through here? Oh, we have to do investigations, so that was out of here. Nowhere I want to go yet. Alright, other pieces of clues here. Looks like there's a path here. Probably bash in with my wrench. We have a place here for unlimited pickles. This one I know very well. Let's blow the shit up. Oh my. Now click the agent honors around and pick up some pickles. Now I could be here for a while picking up pickles, but I'm just gonna fill my pockets full of pickles, put a couple into storage, and then I'm done. It's not often you get unlimited spawning pickles, you know. You gotta use them sometime. Alright, so I'll put a couple inside my toolbox for the future. And one more. I'll go for one more simply because that'll be an even Steven 3. And toolbox. There we go, that's enough pickles for now. So let's keep on investigating. Alright, and you look for suspicious things. So, ooh, there's something. Suspicious things. And shots. Now, if I was a suspicious thing, let me check around a little bit more. We need 2 more clues. 2 more clues. Let's observe the tree. Alice body was found hanging from this tree. Why did the murderer bother to hang the body, I wonder? A question one must ask themselves, I guess. I can definitely get some sleep here, Zach. You know who says we need sleep? Oh. Alright, time to use our wrench to break through all this. Alright, just gonna whack some more moles here. At least this is gaining a lot of money. See, money gained. What's this now? Look here, wood chips with rust on the edges. Oh my, those wood chips. Which means I have another thing to look at. But means I'm gonna skip it. Alright, one more clue necessary to solve the mystery. Let's see if we can take some time to figure it out. Where's the last clue hiding? I mean, you wouldn't think it'd be something super discreet. Is it really another one of these? Yeah, I guess you needed to shoot quite a bunch of these bird nests in this part of the game. There we go, observe. A broken stiletto heel tip. I can't believe anyone would want to wear such things in the woods, or stuff in that bird nest. Here we go, we're gonna watch the full entire thing now.
Haven't seen one of these in a long time. It's upside down. I guess this is meant to be an anti-peace sentiment then.
These holes on the ground were made by high stiletto heels all around here. And this depression here, Agent Morgan, I see what happened here. He hung her from the tree and put on her shoes. He was really enjoying it. Sicko. And he knelt down. And disgusting.
George, you certainly have a vivid imagination. An interesting theory. Don't you think, Zach? What was his name again? That Hollywood producer. That's right. Joel. We really ought to introduce George to him, Zach. Profiling is a little different from writing a screenplay, though. An idea being interesting doesn't make it fact. Let me enlighten you, George. The footprints reveal that one of the heels were missing from the shoes. And they're different from Anna's shoes that we saw at the office. Furthermore, there would be even more disgusting evidence if he did kneel and, well, do as you suggested. If you want proof, go ahead and try it for yourself. He knelt here for a reason other than simple perversion. Zach, what was he doing in front of Anna? Now I get it. He was kneeling to pray in front of her. Just like the twins said. She was a goddess. The unknown subject, offered prayers to Anna's body. Its big-knobbed tongue, massive body wound. Once dead Anna was transformed from an object of despite into one of worship. So who is Miss Stiletto Heels? The steps are close coming up to the body, and then farther apart going away.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
That settles it then, George. Miss Stiletto Heels is a third party here. She's not the murderer. No one runs away from an object of worship. She could be another victim who was with Anna. Or perhaps an accomplice who fled for some reason. She is also one who took whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that. She might know something about the man with the reversed peace mark, too. How many women wear high stiletto heels in this town, do you think?
Oh, I should think most of them have at least one pair. I do too, before you ask. But nobody would come all the way out here wearing them, except maybe one person.
Don't keep me in the dark, then. Who might this elegant lady be?
Diane, the owner of the art gallery. But she's out of town for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back in a couple days.
Then we'll just have to give her a warm welcome home. A more immediate matter, then. Where in town can you find something like this? It should be a building that isn't used anymore, with either a lot of metal or metal machinery or something like that.
The old lumber mill.
Then it's time to really get this show on the road. Could you guide me to this perfect setting for extravagant murder?
Progress. Okay. Rewarded amounts and all that fun stuff. Alright, so we're about to get wrapped up in something bigger, of course, so it's going to ask us to save again. However, there's one quick thing I want to check quickly. Though there's no real good reason for me to, I'm just curious. Steam sale going on. Saw those flash sales coming in and out. The flash sales were nothing hugely interesting, at least from those three I could see. Nope, I was fine. My wallet was fine for this one. Alright, let's save our game and continue.
The lumber mill is pretty far from here. If that's where she was killed, why would the killer go to all the trouble of carrying her all the way here?
I don't know yet. My profiling instincts tell me one thing is for sure, though. The unsub's personality is totally different before and after the crime. The unsub killed her in a brutal, horrifying way, and then displays powerful adoration after she's dead. Something close to love. That could well be the key to all this. I will say this, though, George. Profiling is a risky business. Of course, if the unsub planted those stiletto footprints himself, well then, everything I've just said falls apart. But there's no evidence that he left those stiletto footprints. I'm sure we have Miss Stiletto Heels to thank for those tracks. All I can do is deduce the unsub's feelings in light of the evidence, and carefully figure the unsub's MO, modus operandi, his way of thinking. It usually unveils something that a normal forensic analysis may overlook. That's my way of profiling. It's not for everyone, but it works for me.
We now have a place to go. I think we had an option to get out of the car for a single second, but it's now been lost. It's also starting to rain. We have about a place to go that's 2,000 or so yards from here. So, definite destination headed. I also have to say, the old lumber mills always made me think of Scooby-Doo. Partially because the old lumber mill is such a famous instance there. What's that in the distance anyway? There's like some huge towering thing we can see from here. Probably something important.
When I first joined the force, this lumber mill was still in full swing.
It closed up right when I first moved here.
And now it's totally abandoned.
I presume so. I've never really been inside, so I don't know for sure, but it sure is run down.
Deserted buildings are perfect for criminal hideouts and activities. I keep telling Harry to have the place torn down.
Probably a little late for that. After all, it's already been used as the site of Anna's murder.
We don't know that for sure yet, Agent Morgan.
That's right, from your point of view. But the perpetrator selected the lumber mill.
Agent York, you seem very confident about this.
Confident? No. Confidence is a sweet spot between being rude and hopeless. I'm just drawing natural conclusions from the facts that we have seen.
That sounds exactly like being full of confidence, at least to me. And to normal people with common sense.
Common sense can be the opposite of fact sometimes. Bear that in mind.
Oh, I will, Agent York. Thank you for another pearl of wisdom.
Either way, we'll know for sure by simply going to the lumber mill. So keep your pearls of wisdom to yourself, and let's hurry.
Well said, George. Can you step on it, Agent York?
Progress to that too. We're actually almost there, though. It honestly wasn't that far away. And if anything, you think they'd want to put a body in a separate place from the murder scene, because there'd be more evidence at the murder scene than there would be at the place where he dragged the body. That's why I was a bit confused when they were saying their whole thing about how they don't know why they dragged it so far. Anyways, enough overthinking, we're almost there. Just gotta wait for this to open up. Ta-da! They open automatically. Who opens it? I really have no idea. Before we do what we must, though, there is a race right here for us that we're gonna compete in. Now my priority is to get to the destination. Okay, they won't let us. Probably because we're stuck in a story mode sequence. That's why the music's all dramatic, and also the reason why we have infinite gas and infinite health. Typically, when you're driving for, like, you must do it right now story purposes, you're given the unlimited health and unlimited gas to make up for it. Music's nice, though. Let's do some little swirling, twirling around here. And downward we go. I think the Daily Premonition soundtrack in general is pretty nice, so yeah, not exactly surprising. There's where we want to be. At the old lumber mill, Hama, oh mama.
I'm going in alone. You two stay here. I can't concentrate on profiling with other people around me.
Now hold on a minute. We're investigating this case together.
Listen, I can't risk the crime scene being compromised by you two.
What are you saying? You're not the only professional law enforcement officer here, Agent Morgan. We know how to secure a crime scene.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. But this is how I operate. Furthermore...
Yes? Furthermore what?
To me, the outsider FBI agent, every citizen of this town is a suspect. You two could be in on this whole thing for all I know. I have to keep suspects out of the crime scene.
How can you say such a thing? Is he making fun of us? We should have left him behind and come here by ourselves.
You're right. I've never been so insulted.
I'm sorry, but I'm just doing my job.